Thanks, Case. Everybody, appreciate you joining in. So our point here on this call, this is Retail 5.0. So as I put in the red bit here on the front cover, the box you don't think outside of could be your coffin. It's a little morbid, but I think it's kind of true. All the cross currents out there are just so big. Everybody knows that, so we did our best here to really quantify it. Now, I've got stock calls in here, but I do just want to stress, this deck is, again, it is out there, and it's a framework that we're going to use on a go-forward basis, especially over this year. We're going to come back April 25th, and we're going to have another deck. We'll go through all the pushback that we're getting over the next week or two, or 3, 4, and then we'll drill down more and more on our stock calls. So what we do here is I go in detail on 5, I'll call them mega cycles. Call it Retail 1.0 all the way through Retail 5.0, and a few conclusions on each one. Let's just start with the big picture. This is on page 3. It's your 3 bullet points there. So the first is that, and I might do this anyway, but I'll flat out reject anyone who says that can't be done, because now we're at a point where I think anything can happen. And I'll go through a lot of that here. I think it's kind of like the tech bubble, a little less intense, but maybe not, where you had like one out of every 10 companies who actually made it. Here you'll have a little more than that, but I think that you'll have about a quarter of the companies that we have now who are going to account for 90% of the market cap by the end of Retail 5.0. Point 2 here is that square footage math, I think, is grossly misunderstood. We have about 13 billion square feet of retail space out there. It's been relatively stable over the course of a couple of years, and because you have to actually look at the implied square footage associated with e-commerce, we've actually got square footage growing to 26 billion over the course of Retail 5.0. Excuse me. Again, been stable at 13 billion, going to 26 billion. We'll go through a whole lot of math later. Dovetails into point 3 here. I think, and we're already seeing a huge increase in bankruptcies. We'll go through our bankruptcy screen here, and who we'll dive deeper on as far as who actually could go away. And also those companies who might not go away, but there doesn't have to be any equity value. As far as this wave of M&A, I think we have to think really big again. Don't let anyone say, no, that can't happen, or they're too big, or no one would buy this. That simply can't be said. It's a JV move. We're going to see a lot of cross-sector deals, and I'll go over a lot of examples in the past.